Here's how I made my mid-tank, if you guys are wondering. And here's how to build it for yourself. First off, the only tools you'll be needing is a screwdriver and a wrench of some sort, like channel locks. So the items you're going to need is a cut flush valve, a flush valve cone washer, a old, preferably old, but you can use new ones too, and flattened tank to bowl gasket, a round Kohler tank to bowl gasket, the two rubber pieces from the bottom of both of these bolts, because you'll be needing them for the tank bolts, a set of tank bolts and nuts and washers, a flush valve nut, a Kohler dry lock bracket from a Kohler Cimarron Class 6 toilet. And now I'm going to show you the piping. You will need a short piece of pipe with a female threaded adapter. Here's the QR code if you want to scan it. You can pause the video and scan it if you like. And then you're going to need a toilet tank, preferably a Home Depot value tank, but whichever tank you want to use will sort this, whatever you're doing or making this for. I do suggest that you use a Home Depot value tank. Only reason is because it will be lighter for anyone to have to remove whenever you take it down, but you can use whatever tank you want. But this is the best option. You'll need a set of tank bolts or something to stop this from leaking from the holes, unless you use a Kohler tank. Another female threaded adapter screwed onto this flush valve, and then a coupling or another female adapter, and just stick it under that piece of pipe once you connect it. So here's how to connect it. First up, you will take your flush valve and slide this cone washer right onto the bottom of it, like so. I'll be back. Now that you got that on there, like so, you're going to take your Kohler dry lock bracket, set it along the holes, choose which way you would like it to go. In my case, it should be just on this side right here. Here's the model number, patent number. But you will set it in a way that your bolts won't slip out. In my case, it's this way. So now you're going to take your flush valve, take it, and set that right there, just like so. And now that that is done, you're ready to start assembling the flush valve on. So just take this, basically thread it all the way down to here until it is tight. And I know I said that the only tools you will be needing is those two, but if you have one of these, it can make it a lot easier. Just take it on there and twist and tighten it up. Now you have it tightened, you can set it upside down to where the threads are pointing down. Now you're going to take your slightly damaged washer, or not washer, tank to bowl gasket. So now what this thing is going to do is you're going to be able to easily take it, or at least try to. It's giving me some problems, but it's a-okay because we got it on there. So once you get it on there, oh dear, no. So you've got it on there, you're going to take this piece, set it right on top to where it forms a seal. Instructions are clear. Actually, do not put it this way. You want this piece facing upward like so, to where now when you go to set this down, this piece will go smoothly right on top. And there you go. You'll have like a cone seal. So when it compresses, it'll compress it all together. Now you're ready to test fit. So on a 3-inch toilet, this color gasket will work just fine for converting this right onto there. So you're just gonna test fit, make sure that everything lines up. I always like putting this down first, making sure that it's lined, and then setting this right on top. You're making sure that this isn't going sideways into the hole, and it is not so good. Now you're ready to start getting the hardware set up. So for this, it's going to involve taking one of these nuts, just like a tank. You're going to slide them both down onto there. There you go. Now, this is when it's going to get a little bit serious. You're going to take this, stick it right under there, under each side of these bolts, so that way it won't crack the porcelain when you go to tighten it. Now that you got those washers under there, take these two nuts, put this on first, and then this, and tighten these both bolts down. By the end, it should be very nicely squished down into that hole right there. There we go. And make sure that it's okay if a little bit showing. That ain't going to affect the water flow. But if like half of the tube is blocked from it, you need to take it off and reline it. Now for the piping stuff, you're going to take this and thread it on, whichever way you find easier. Do not glue these pipes. Awesome. Make sure that the toilet is good and not rocking. Now you're going to take this tank, you're just going to set that right on top of this, squish it down. Alright, now that you got the tank set up, you are ready to set up your water lines. And I will show you guys how to do the water line setup right now. I won't make you wait for another video. You're lucky. So, this is just a hose connected, wraps all the way around, and then I have a 2-way garden hose adapter. So basically it's for like sprinkler systems. So you can turn it one way, water shoot out of one valve, or another way and have water shoot out of that valve. Very complex system, really nice. And I put 2 dishwasher elbows right there and one right there as well. So this will be able to, and that connects to a water line. And this water refill line and water line is going to go right up there and screw onto that. So next step is actually that. You're gonna take it, screw it on counterclockwise. And now, release the water. You will see that now your tank is filling up with water, and once you set the water line to where you want, it will shut off indeed. So that is how you set up the high tank and set up the water system. And now here's how it works. You have your water line set to where you want it to stop. And now, here's how the thing works. So water from that, when the flap opens, it's not like normal gravity. It is way better gravity. It will literally pull all this down there. Imagine a waterfall. Waterfalls have very great force. Well, from up here, it'll enter in really fast and rush water throughout all of the bowl, including the siphon jet if a toilet has one. So that'll give it a very powerful flush, like this. Very powerful. You can hear the power rushing through it. So yeah, everyone, that is how you build the mid-tank and set up water lines. please, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. This was I worked so hard on this video. It was kind of hard to make. And quite honestly, I appreciate everyone. Please do like and subscribe. And I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace.